What is up, guys? Welcome to this day's recap. Today it is September 30th. I'll be going over the day. I didn't really take anything. PA was pretty choppy and there wasn't like really anything that good, but there were some decent setups that you could have taken. Going into today, I did have a bullish bias. We did have like London lows here. They were like sponsored, so we don't really need to take them out, but we did generate like LR here, like after this is London lows, and we generated LR. So ideally, we get a sweep of this and then take longs, which is pretty much what happened. Our market open, we just ended up dumping, and we took out London lows. Now, and my targets were like London highs this year and Asia highs, like relative equal highs, like super obvious target. And the delivery just like wasn't the best, but the drawn liquidity was super obvious. So we ended up going lower. We swept on the lows. We had an SMT along the lows at first. So SMT here, um, yes, was like around here. And there was this 30-second inverse. I didn't take that. It took a bit to inverse. So I was gonna take it like around here. We started chopping around a bit and we got a close here. We did have an unfilled 5 minute right here. So this was an A plus long. Now the only reason that I didn't take this was because the close wasn't that good. And I mean it did take a bit to inverse, but in this case it doesn't really matter because the candle that inversed, it like look at the strength of it, like was boom, straight inversed, like with strength. So it doesn't really matter that we took a bit to inverse. Now I was looking to have my stop around here, and this candle happened kind of fast, and I was expecting to get stopped to break even because like it was so close to the 5 minute. And I mean, sure you could take this, but it's kind of meh. I think that you should have had you stop here if you took this below this order block. Like we shouldn't go underneath this if we're gonna be bullish, but yeah, I don't know. I didn't really like think of it at the moment. And either way, like if you took it like this, you could have gotten a 1-to-1. Um, but I think I would have held higher to like the 930 high because my bullish, like my draw was still higher and I was pretty bullish. So yeah, we did have fake 10 a.m. news. It was Yoltsi of opening. So I was honestly like expecting some data highs and lows at 10 a.m., but we didn't really do anything. Like that's a candle, like we didn't do shit. And yeah, and also what I was kind of like sketched out about this long here was the if we go to the 50 minute, so we had at least on okay, it was on NQ. Let me go to NQ. If we go to the 50 minute, we had this 15-minute fair value gap right here that we etched, and I don't really care if we just edge this 15-minute fair value gap because we're still inside of this hourly gap and also this 4-hour gap, and we have a 4-hour order block. The only problem is that we did have equal lows right there, like these equal lows. And if we go here, the swing low of the 30-second was right there. So we made like relative equal lows. Um, so I was kind of sketched out about that, and I wanted to see us take this, and we didn't. So yeah, and so, but I still was gonna take the 30-second if we hadn't gotten like a better close, or like a close around here, like a V-shaped one. And this one happened kind of fast, and I wanted to have my stop around here. I mean, I guess I could have still taken it, but the break-even was like right there, so meh, I don't know. Then we ended up re-sweeping the low, and we swept the lows that I was looking for right here. We still had the SMT at this time, and so these longs now would have been A plus, and we also had an on-field 15 minute, I believe. Yeah, so this was an on-field 50 minute. So the longs here were pretty A plus, and I would have taken this. The only problem is that the 3 minute closed right at 10 a.m. and we supposedly had this news, but they didn't do anything. So it's kind of annoying. The close was also kind of high, as you can see. Like the stop here would have been like, I don't know, you could have had a stop around here, maybe like 50 points. And target here, and but it would have been a break-even trade either way. And this is a trade that I would have taken like every single day if the close wasn't at 10 a.m. when we had news. So yeah, either way, it would have been a break-even trade. And then we just started chopping around. Like, look at the 5 minute, bro. Like, we were chopping around, and around here, I went to make breakfast because I had to leave at like 11. I am recording, right? Yeah, I had to leave at like 11 to go somewhere, and I usually have breakfast like after trading, but this time I just had to have it like during breakfast, like during trading. And we ended up getting this long here. We ended up getting an SMT with this low, and ES ended up taking London low, so we didn't have this SMT anymore. But we had an SMT here with these lows, and there was this 1 minute inverse, and I saw it like around here, like this is when I came back. Either way, I don't think I would have taken it on my funded account. I did put limits on an eval, on this eval, but I don't think I would have taken this on my funded account. Like, it's not a plus, and we're like between this range. Sure, the draw is like super obvious higher. So, I mean, if you took this, it's not a bad trade, and it's actually a pretty good one. But, but yeah, I mean, I wasn't in the charts when it happened. I came back like around here, and also in between this chop is not something that I would take. If NQ was like inside of a gap or something, this would have been A plus, but since it wasn't, and it's just like an SMT, like it's not bad, like you could still take it, but it's just not like really that A plus. But yeah, and then there wasn't really anything else. I guess that there was a short that you could have taken. Here we tapped this 5 minute fair value gap, and there was this 3 minute inverse right here. I didn't really fuck with it. Like, I was bullish overall, and you're targeting a low that swept another low, that swept another low. I mean, I guess that we did have like their equal lows or like relative equal lows right here. So I think that if you took that, it's valid. But I was bullish and I wasn't really looking for shorts, and longs were like much higher probability in my opinion. So yeah, that is pretty much it for today. There really isn't anything else. And yeah, that's it for today, and peace out.